Hey, universe. Happy day of the week. Hopefully you're doing good. We're gonna hopefully, with some brevity, rip through the EX stages of when Elegies are ashes. Kind of a cool name. Actually, I've been working on new masteries and I think one of them's done. Let me go quickly grab that. Maybe we need the extra stats to push through, although I'm willing to bet this team is pretty overkill. We don't have enough for 3 right now, so we'll set that up later. But I want to get right into the stages. We'll just run the beans, default stuff. Gonna drop Texas. Got Mudrock in case we need a healthy tank. We'll drop Lapland for. I'd like to build Bridget up. She seems like she'd be quite fun. Do we have a healer right now? We do, so we probably don't need another one. We generally lack anti-air. Maybe just throw it back with Exu? Nah, let's do Narantuya. Seems like a respectable team. I don't think Narantuya prioritizes air as a loop shooter. But it should be fine, as long as we put her in a spot where she can just shred things. She kills things so fast, it's rare for her to end up in a position where she's not capable of dealing with AoE. Alright, so these enemies, these to my memory, you place one on and then another one will take a spot. We have middle points, which are camouflaged as an incursion point. So we want to reveal those to the best of our ability. If we reveal them too prematurely, though, we're probably going to be in a bad place. I'm going to do this, I think. Ah, it reverses, so that's not actually going to see much. That's fine, then. This will be a really nice hold for now. I'm going to put thorns here. This might be pulling too many of them at once, though. Hoping our boy can hold, even though he's got one block. Looks like we're good. So that one's going to be impossible to get at this point, it looks like. Interesting. I wonder if it releases at the end if we haven't finished it. Because there's certainly one more there. Because we can see the bubbles coming off of it, but we didn't get it. It might just be a consequence of like a challenge or something too. We can use thorns to release a bunch more. Probably should have set up Aya earlier. Help thorns out, but we should be able to clear everything now. With the exception of that one, which will function as an incursion point. I think indefinitely? Maybe not indefinitely. Alright, our boy's set up. I think it's possible for us to put thorns here. He might be able to see there, but I'm not sure. He can, in fact, so we can actually get all of them in the end. Which is to say, we got a nice full clear. We should have played more towards this side. I didn't realize this is where it was growing. I really don't know what happens if you don't reveal them all. They must all just come at the end together, and that's like the shtick, and it just keeps spawning enemies for a while. We'll do CM. Empty shells will no longer appear on the battlefield. That's okay. We can certainly use the knowledge we gained previously and do a very similar build. So I want to get these early on. That's the play right now. Thorns here is actually really ideal. Assuming we can afford to get Shu up, which I think we can. Oh my goodness. Misplay of the year? Alright. I think we're gonna recall Thorns. Put you down. Yeah. This is a little bit awkward. We can use an operator to block it from spreading, so perhaps we'll do that next. Nuts. This should still be fine. Oh yeah, as long as we block the spread here, we have all the time in the world to do this. So it shouldn't be too bad. Eli's not great for this, unfortunately. On the other hand, Thorns is pretty fantastic for it. So we're going to just drop Mudrock and then recall her immediately. Hoping with Thorns skill, yeah, he starts to shred the enemies, so there's no problem there. Thorns' AoE has always been like the perfect shape for so much stuff. We are taking damage over time for sitting in those, but we effectively shouldn't need to anymore. Unfortunately, we don't have another ground unit that can look over that for another few seconds. Should be good to retreat now. Okay, we should be free to go at this point. Not much of a difference in it. I think that if I used that spot differently with the Sprout, I probably could have cleaned it a little bit more efficiently, but it doesn't matter. Hey Vishu, good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. I always get scared that Yu's gonna just drag them right into the exit box. He hasn't done it yet though, so I assume we're gonna be good. Alright, EX2 is up next. Again, we'll just send the beans and hopefully be fine. I don't remember there being a lot of flyers in this event. At least in the normal stages. A lot of vision blocking, but doesn't look like any spreading this time around. Seems like a pretty ideal spot for Thorns, so I'll set him up there. Alright, so those attacks, there is spreading, I didn't realize. So Thorns is on a spread spot. Attacks deal arts damage and burn damage. Attack additionally increases for its first attack and then deals heavy arts and burn damage. So it would actually be really nice to take... We can't take that spot. Okay, so that wasn't takeable regardless. I think I'll set up Afiala here, perhaps? Hopefully it doesn't one-hit Thorns. Certainly didn't, which is nice. As long as Thorns holds that specific spot, we should have some excellent coverage. I'll put Shoot on here, she'll be able to reach Thorns with her skill, so Thorns should be even more defensible. And now, whenever these enemies spawn, they'll instantly turn into little potatoes. Thorns winning again. Who could have seen it coming? Only true Thorns believers. Honestly though, Thorns module is such a nice addition to his kit. The stacking dot is quite potent. This could be troublesome for Thorns. Nah, the Boy Wonder has it covered. Pretty easy, assuming the stage doesn't change up too much, we can do the exact same thing, but maybe they've got our strategy figured out. Alright, EX2. 3 tiles are unavailable for deployments. Say it ain't so. You can't do me like that. Leave that one tile safe, because I can work around that. Alright, we're good to go. They picked a very peculiar set of 3 tiles. Holy moly, those do a lot now. Maybe because that one spends a little bit longer in the beginning, it did extra, and I wasn't as prepared. Was AFL always on spicy tiles over there? I don't remember those being spicy. Perhaps they were and I just hadn't noticed, though. I could certainly believe that. Our boy set up very quickly that time, too. I think I'll set up Narantuya here to try and help out with Thorns, because she can see for the most part, because Thorns was able to cover so much. Yeah, you'll be nice for anything coming through too. Yeah, completely shredded. Very fun unit. Anytime my sweet baby boy can shine, we're feeling the stages. I should run Thorns. I need to build my Thorns altar more. One of his skills really made my brain hurt. I think it was skill 3. I ended up mainly using skill 2. And I love the design of Thorns altar, but whoa, triple frisbees? Fidget spinners making a return in 2026? More likely than you think. Right. EA EX3. First 2 weren't too bad. We'll see if the remainder live up to that low expectation. Alright, so are those gonna spread? Can they spread? I don't see a path these can spread to. Wait, what did Cradle do? Why do you look different than the other ones? Do you turn into a thing? These other enemies just got stronger as they egged for longer. When is Stainless good? I like Stainless pairing a lot with people who have offensive charging, like Chongyun. Because he can just keep smacking Stainless's skill 3, I want to say. I should have set up to protect. This might hurt. He's very cool, though. I like his design. Takes root and becomes a thicket when on meadow. Well, that counts as a meadow, so unless we kill that immediately, it's going to be a little bit annoying. So that's how it spreads, okay. Another enemy. The vision mechanic is so interesting. So that egg is going to get really heckin' juiced out of its mind. You know what? We're going to swap out Chongyu for you here. They did spawn a thicket in the end. I don't think Mudrock's particularly good at holding. Because it doesn't pop her shield, but she might get enough shield to kind of maintain for half the stage. Oh, it does pop her shield. Great, never mind. Other than Chongyu, he looks cool to me. I just pulled him from orienteering today. Trying to think about basically any... He's really nice because you can get cool coverage, because the shape, at least of his skill 3, which is the one I primarily use, is like a wide straight line. Kind of, in the middle parts, if it's the one I'm thinking of. So it worked really well with anyone who could just kind of sit there. Even if you put it in front of Myrtle or something, if you're using her as a flag bearer in an angle where she could just be smacking it, you can get a little bit more DPS in an interesting angle. Guiding shrubs are invisible. That's unfortunate. But we'll make it work. I love his skill 3. That's the one I did a lot with. I'll have to investigate him more and see what's better for him, though. Honestly, depending on how his turrets work for the current event, too, they might be really fun for the vision aspect of them too. I hadn't thought about that. Live, Thorns, live. I'm sorry I didn't give you your healer. I changed my mind on how I was setting up the board. So this enemy is going to inevitably bloom. We could have run reveal, but I really didn't feel like it. So we're now at the point where we deal with the consequences of our actions. Which means just having you kind of stall out that side. Which should be easy. You has a plenty of passive regen. The downside means these enemies are actually going to be juicing the whole time. I hadn't thought about that. This is such a bad setup, no. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with that bush, which is a shame, but hopefully not the end of the world. I'm gonna put Naruto here. Relay here, and then she'll get a... Oh, you can't actually see her anymore. Sasagata-kun, I saw! I was like, man, I really wish I had him. It looks so good, too. Ugh. His design is already really good on its own, too. This is like a heckin' spaghetti factory. I don't think there's any way we're gonna fail, but it is absolutely a spaghetti factory. We're effectively Olive Garden at this point. Oh my god, it keeps pulling it back. Alright, well, we cleared the stage. It keeps pulling back these enemies. Oh, that was a fake enemy? I didn't even realize that that spawner over there was fake. I wonder if there was a way we could have pulled it early. I bet you there was. Interesting. That certainly would have saved a lot of headache, because those were some of the biggest threats coming from up there. Either way, the stage wasn't too bad. Guess we'll just end it with what we have for EX4. I know with the beans I can flex out at least one of them. What does Shu's trait necessitate or talent? 3 different classes, and then I want to say it's 4 suites, but maybe it's 3. There are at least 3 operators with the same class in the field. God, that's long. 4 suite operators in squad. Okay, so we could drop at least 1? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could actually drop 2 of them even, but I don't know, I like running all the beans together. What are we working with here? What do those enemies do? Blocks vision. I think it like becomes something if you place near it though. This looks like a nice spot for Thorns, but I don't think Thorns can kill these enemies fast enough. So we'll set up Chung Yu here as well. I'd like to put someone over there, but I don't know who would be good at it. Mudrock perhaps can survive long enough in that spot with her shield? A lot of attack steal there, which is nice. Because those become enemies once you do that. Wait a minute, where does that blue line spit out? Up there, perfect. We're in a great position for this setup then. I didn't even notice that they go down there. No! Oh my god, we almost leaked. Thorns is all set up. Chongyu's about to be. Mudrock is doing excellent. That is a fake spawner. I didn't even realize. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a lot of eggs. Maybe we're IHOP instead. Are those all fake spawners? That one is for sure. All 4 of them are, okay. That's a lot of eggs. That is a not insignificant amount of eggs coming down the lane. gonna just let Golden Glow finish this off, and then we'll reveal that one. Oh, the dragons would be perfect for this. Although it looks like these aren't considered... Interesting. It doesn't consider that to be an operator getting placed next to it for waking it up. Madarok is doing so much work. Let's see if we go double dragon. Perfect. Yeah, so it does seem like it just wakes them all up at the end. Gnosis freeze works on every mob boss is immune to it. Surely there's some bosses immune to it. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's bosses that are immune to fear, so I'm assuming there are some that are immune to freeze as well. I'd be surprised if you could freeze Frost Nova. That's what my brain's saying right now. Terrain and enemy will differ in places. That's... You're just telling me I have to do a different stage with better stats. That's fine. Gnosis is really fun, though. Skill... I think it's skill 3. It's quite fun. I mean, all of his skills are fun. I like 3 a lot. This looks to be roughly the same so far. So I will prepare roughly the same. Oh, never mind. It's not the same at all. I see. I see, says the blind co. You bought him from the shop. Great choice. He's really fun. I see. I didn't identify the threats of this stage properly. I'm certainly being, I don't know if humbled is the right word, but made aware of them. So we want to try to get through to those incursion points ASAP. Because the sooner we do... Actually, this is like perfect. Assuming it doesn't walk over to Golden Glow, which I don't think it will. It's annoying that that enemy comes down there. Perfect. So we were able to get 2 of them at the start, which is a nice boon at least. AS skill here. This is very much a stage about taking the offensive. With our beans, we should be able to make do. There's an alarming amount of things getting cooked. I mean, cooking eggs just is normal, though. That's kind of the thing you do with eggs. I would like to get a little bit closer, so I'm going to drop you here. We're getting very close to cracking the stage, but that is a lot of eggs, though. Have I yeed my last ha? Uh-oh. No. I should have left you there. I realized what I did. I released way too many eggs. I think we need to go for the top ones first. Maybe they're spawning the same amount of eggs. We'll be fine either way. What I'd really like to do is move Thorns, because Thorns would be so good on that right side. It's like perfect for setting up Thorns just on the top on his own. He could almost certainly just solo it too. This is kind of like ultra spaghetti, but once it works, it'll work, and that's the important thing. But AF Yala will be a tank, albeit temporarily. Alright, well, Look, I thought we might have had a chance to kill a little sooner. We were like one to flame it off. It's fine. I'm gonna drop Changyu much later. I would have liked to have him set up. If he was set up by then, we would have been fine. Maybe if I microed him a little bit better. If we just set up dragons instead and stop greeting. But the quicker we kill those two at the top, like, the safer the whole stage is the whole time. Drop lane. We're just gonna start putting dragons down. I'm guessing Ling plus dragons is gonna be more than sufficient to lane hold for a while. Oh my god, I had to drop that so late. The downside of never running any DP generation, let me tell you. Alrighty. You have the IS skin in Mudrock, I kind of want it, but scared of attempting IS. IS is like, at least for me, it was really daunting when I started, and then it started being really fun. Basically in that order. But very daunting initially. It's not too bad though once you get into it. Never be afraid of like borrowing friend units or the recommended units and stuff. I don't know if these dragons are gonna be enough to hold now. This is so spooky. Alright, we've got everything held and we've got a good spot for Changyu to set up. Which is even better. My goodness, we barely held. Alright, Changyu set up. I'm going to recall one of my dragons and then set up another one. That might be too much. That might be too many eggs. Maybe I'm overthinking it by trying to carve it out. You think? Considering I basically have beat it before. Right, let's play a little bit less. Maybe stalling is the strategy. As they say. Stall or be stalled. And I don't want to be stalled. It would be nice to set up Changyu a little differently though. I guess it doesn't matter too much in the long run. We're gonna go back to the original design. Wait! We could easily crack this from there! I'm wasting so much time on my setup. What the heck? So does the dragon's vision work sufficiently? What if I do this? It does work. We can release that one wicked early with just the dragon. We can also put a pretty good dragon in there too. And we got Thorn set up. We leaked on the right side because we can't tank with Ling. Alright, I'm gonna run just one DP generator. We can drop someone. This speed I think will make the stage a lot easier. We're not using Philae right now, so we'll drop her. Bolt this Folia should be fine. Good lane holding too. I built my Gladia recently and I was really impressed because someone on the Meat Court was talking about how she's an extremely good lane holder. And I was like, that? And it turns out she is, in fact, a really good lane holder. So I'm gonna set up Changyu over here instead. Specifically here, I think. Okay, I like this setup a little bit more than the previous one. But we need Changyu set up like 20 seconds ago. Perfect. So she should naturally reveal that bottom one on her own. Unless she gets killed. Which was an option. But not one that I really wanted to consider because it was avoidable if I paid more attention. Which makes it my fault, which is a lot less fun than if it was not my fault. Perhaps still rectifiable though. This could be good if we could kill that enemy. Nice. It's like one hit off. Stop hitting the eggs. 2 hits. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna put Mudrock here. Because Mudrock was able to hold here really efficiently last time, and we need like divine intervention to make it through this part. Divine intervention or a few beans working together. So now we've eliminated half the threats already. Mudrock should be able to stem the tide at least a little bit. If we can afford 1 unit, which we can just do this really quick, and I'm going to recall just to spawn that so there's 1 less spawner, which means less eggs. We don't have use skill up, which is a little bit concerning. Oh, okay, only a handful got through. Looks like everything is spawned up now. We should be fine this time. These attack at just a slow enough pace where Mudrock can tank them very easily. Very satisfying skill activation there as well. Thanks, that wasn't too bad. I didn't realize this tile was deployable. It made it a lot easier. If I had just put AFL protecting her, it would have been even better. Alright, EX5. We spent a long time on the last stage. Back to it. We need to get to stage 7 so we can start failing again. Interesting. Oh, that should be kind of free to get rid of then. There are trees spreading. So we'd like to block those as soon as possible. I guess I'll block them now. Thorns' passive healing is sufficient. Oh my god, there's Dublin soldiers. I guess that makes sense. I kind of forgot what event we were doing. Oh my goodness! Chongyu's fighting for his life over here. Oh my god! He just did so many like extremely relevant last second hits. Alright, so let us fill this up now. Oh, it's gonna get KO'd so quickly. Thorns got KO'd. I should have paid more attention. Well, not ideal. Should be fine in practice. As long as the plant keeps respawning, which it seems to do. I don't totally remember the mechanic. Chongyu can easily deal with everything through here. So it looks like we're good to go. I could see us potentially switching to Inez at one point. Hey, that'll just cook some eggs over there, minding its own business. Cook some Dublin soldiers as well. Surprisingly easy. I say that while my sweet baby boy is falling. Let us prevent that. The music for this event's really good, but it makes me feel like I'm playing one of those open world RPGs and I just hit like the deep forest area. Enjoyable though. I mean, it always is. I praise the music constantly, you know me. Alright, EX5 CM. I didn't read what the CM effect was, classic, but we'll surely be fine regardless. It looks like these are the changes, which isn't meaningfully different. I think we'll follow the same routes Ooh, it's meaningfully different. Unfortunately, it's meaningfully different. I need to be very careful about getting Chongyu set up because our original setup was like not only contingent on it, but it was an extremely close setup. I would like to get Shu down here, but I don't think we're going to be able to. You could not, in fact. What do I do here? Oh, those aren't even deployable. Okay, so there's no chance of Shu being down there. Perfect. I'm gonna put Shu down here, I suppose. I'd like to get this tile placed already with Narantuya. I'll place her now. There. And now we've stopped it from going any further. And I think this setup will be fine. We got to keep Thorns, which is a nice bonus as well. I'm hoping that there's like not a mission for this to prevent this from spreading too far, because it's doable, but it's just not how my brain has it set up currently. And we're toasting some eggs again. I'm gonna put Mudrock in front of Chongyu this time. Because Chongyu taking quite a bit of damage. But we should be fine to clear at this point. Thinking we probably don't have to kill that other tree. I was thinking about spawning all of them for the sake of there being a challenge or something, but we'll probably be fine. Knowing my luck, it'll be the opposite. Okay, perfect. See, that one was a lot easier than the previous one, at least for us. I think it's because I didn't notice that one tile, because that one tile really just made the stage dramatically easier. Okay, on the EX6. This one will be easy, and then 7 will crush us for Norm. Then 8 will take like 3 tries. The stream is pre-recorded. Alright, what do we got? Looks like 2 paths, right side and left side, a lot of things spawning out of the middle. Looks like these 2 are fake. They are all fake. Everything is fake. How quickly do you move? Ah! Don't think we can tank you. Hold. Stun, stun, stun. Okay, we can tank you. I'm gonna put you down there because I'm pretty sure you can tank these. There's less stress for Ayafyala. Wonder how we can efficiently reveal this one. I guess 1 unit here would be sufficient, but let's make sure we can tank enough first. Alright, that seemed like a good clear. We've cleared out everything in the middle. This enemy here is certainly a Spady Factory. This is also bonus up here, which is interesting. Which means if we put Thorns here, theoretically Thorns could reveal that. I don't think there's another efficient way to do it, though. We would need 1 more range. Actually, I think Narantuya... No, she has the back range. Maybe I should pull back Thorns and try to reveal that one. I don't know if we do it in time. I'm gonna go for it, though. If the stage lasts another minute, we'll be able to see it, and if it doesn't, then well, we've won, so it's quite inconsequential at that point. That's a playable too? It's not. Okay. We'll even need Thorn's skill to go up, which is like a tall heck in order. But maybe not impossible. Not impossible indeed. We will be able to reveal it before the time is right, which should save us a little bit of time. Nice, that was not bad. I mean, obviously we spaghetti pretty hard, but Vulpes Foglia's stun was immaculate for the timing. Alright. CM, shield and wall changed position. Starting position changed. Wow, I read that about as backward as possible. The important thing is they're different places. That doesn't change much for me. That makes my my start much safer than it was before. Because I can do this at my own pace, I think. Maybe it makes it way worse. I don't know. My heart says it's fine. Gonna put AF Yala here this time. Straight chill for a sec. We need to get down Vulpes Foglia like now, so that's what I'm going to do. Skill, 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 skill. Alright, we've somewhat stabilized. Gonna follow the same flow charts we did before for these reveals. I'm skipping Mudrock here, which I'm hoping won't be problematic. Gonna drop Thorns. There's a scary amount of damage our sweet baby boy's taken though. Glad we had Mudrock saved. Unfortunately, we had to use Mudrock like that. But I think we've basically got this solved. I should have been setting up Chongyu more efficiently as well. We're basically in the same position we were a little bit ago. I guess with one less Narantuya. But I don't believe she can do anything for the rest of the stage. Gonna put down Thorns now. Thorns will juice skill pretty quickly. And that should be the stage. I'll awaken these on the off chance that that's a requirement as well. Actually, there shouldn't be any challenges for the X's. I guess I'm just doing this for bonus credit. I wanted the gold star. I guess I could skill here on Golden Glow and help a little bit too. And mission accomplished on that. Alright, EX7, frequently the issue for us. The 7th stage. We'll see if that remains to be the same. What are we looking at here? I'm guessing it's going to be enemies that are like shadow enemies that are a little bit annoying to deal with. Thorns has an obvious spot here, but I'm actually thinking Thorns going over here is better, weirdly enough. I don't know why yet. I'm going to play a little bit passively. There is something that can spread here. Oh, I'm gonna set up thorns here preemptively. It's a gut feeling. It might be wrong. Ah, these are burning out enemies. I forgot that's how those function. No. We've lost, but we've learned. We want to kill that one first. I guess it doesn't matter because they're both going to be burning. We just want to kill them a little bit faster or have you pull them quicker. Maybe Thorns in that spot's a waste, because Thorns would be able to toast those two. But then we would lose out on whatever that bush is. I got a funny feeling that that bush is, like, really important to deal with quickly. I'm gonna put Thorns down late. And you know what we're gonna do instead? Is we're going to put Changyu down to play a little point defense here. Alright, now we've cleared those out successfully. I'm gonna leave these two here, there's no reason not to. We're going to switch over to Narantuya here. But I think we'll be a little bit more efficient at clearing these out. Ah yeah, so Thorns makes these enemies into non-factors. These the enemies that turn those things into things? They are the enemies that turn the things into things. Okay. Gonna put Mudrock there. I'm hoping she can solo tank it. Narantuya does an excellent job. A lot of stuff going on at this stage in different corners. I'm glad I had the Thorns gut feeling there, because that would be the ranged enemy that would just be throwing stuff down here the whole time and probably trying to go through here to leave, if I were to guess. Yeah, that probably just sits here and throws stuff down there. But we've completely circumvented that with a little bit of foresight. Will Thorns not be enough? No, not quite, but effectively. I do like that they turn into cute chubby bunnies every single time that you look at them. It's quite the trait to have. Alright, that wasn't so bad actually. We'll do the CM. 5 tiles are unavailable for deployment. Fingers crossed that that's not like part of the issue, or part of our initial setup, and they won't be an issue. That upper left one's going to be covered. I'm going to be a little sad about it. It's not covered? Ah, so it's a direct counter to what we were doing. Okay. We're going to have to get a little bit creative then. How? I haven't quite figured that out yet. That's interesting. That's problematic. Ayafyala dying here is effectively GG. This helps Changyu get set up, so I actually consider this to be a win. Changyu is set up now. Hoping that with this setup, oh, they're heckin' stretching me thin with those exploders. Maybe Changyu will be able to handle them. Maybe we got through the bulk of the bad. I'm thinking we're still kind of cooked though. That's gonna be able to spread fully. I'm gonna just let it spread this time and set up Mudrock as previous. This way Shu will take a lot of the brunt. The explosion? No, it's not quite enough. Can you pull? You can pull. Okay, so these two should be fine. Yikes, that's a lot of damage. This might be one of those by the skin of our teeth kind of clears, but we're looking okay at the second. I don't think there's any more things that spawn down here. There is some more, but thankfully we can kill them as they come through. Alright, that was very spaghetti, but the fact that we're going to one-shot the EX stage is a rare occurrence, but a welcome one for certain. You're a jerk. How dare you? Hey, mission accomplished, we'll take it. Yeah, that Thorn's Corner was a really smart play. It was in the perfect spot for him to be able to set up on that there. It's nice when you see a spot that feels effectively made for an operator. And that one was quite good. So the 7 didn't give us trouble here. Let's go straight to 8 then, which is almost certainly going to be the boss fight. There could be a 9, but I'd be surprised if there was for EXs. A little bit hesitant on where to begin. As soon as I place here, these enemies are going to come to life, which is not the end of the world. But how do I want to deal with them? I think we're going to do the Vulpes Foglia strat we did before. Although perhaps that won't work. It looks like we need a healing up here. Oh, I just woke both of them. Yeah, no problem. We'll figure it out. Yeah, this is no problem. I don't know how it's no problem yet, but we'll figure out how it's no problem. You should have the passive healing. Perhaps this will be enough because these enemies aren't that threatening. Yeah, with AF Yala, I think we can hold easily. Very easily. Alright, all flames returned. There are annoying enemies spawning down here. Oh, nuts. You just get to leave? You do get to leave. Alright, we're going to have to take an L on this one. This enemy can't be blocked. As soon as we wake it up, it just kind of like leaves. We'll reset. Obviously, we don't want to go for anything less than perfection. How can we do that better? I like that hold spot up there, but maybe we avoid waking those plants up at all, or at least until much later. Because that's really where we just stressed a bunch of resources to that upper right corner, which was not necessary. It could also just be that if we pulled back Vulpes Foglia. But that is also a really nice Thorns corridor, which I'm a little bit more interested in. So I think instead, we're going to set up further back and set up Thorns down here basically instantly. I don't see a reason yet for this to be something we need to set up by. Subject to change. It looks like these are all real boxes too. One really tanky enemy is enough to get Chongyu like off the ground too, so while this looks kind of bad, it's not too bad in practice. That's my least favorite thing that's happened in a minute. I wanted Shu to go in front of Chongyu so that she could block later on. If I put her behind, we would have survived. I think if I microed a little faster, we would have been good. Also, there's no reason to put Thorns there. I guess Thorns' skill would go up quicker because we're running beans, but there's no reason to slow him down that quickly. Could also run Vulpes Foglia early to try and do some point guard. And get us some deployment points. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna see if Vulpes Foglia can get us off the ground a little quicker. I'm thinking this will be sufficient. Could probably have skipped there too on the AF Yala. I think we would have been fine with Shu. The boss spawns here. Can we send the boss? I wasn't intending to one cycle the boss there, but we will certainly take it. Just because it wasn't intended doesn't mean it's not going to be a nice boon. I kind of feel like that boss sometimes. Oh, I forgot that it flies. I hate that. Please don't fly. That's such a pain in the butt. We ain't built for flyers around these parts. Vulpus Foglia is invisible, so that pops out the top now. I could spawn these now, and I think I will. Thorns should be pretty self-sufficient to heal here. Don't know if it'll be self-sufficient enough. Mudrock will almost certainly go down with the current setup. That burn's gonna hurt. Oh, it wasn't too bad actually. I should have stunned there. Thorns going down there is a huge problem. It wasn't that big of a deal initially that there were those spikes there and everything, but Thorns dying when the boss goes to that spot is like big oofies. There's an enemy that's about to leak as well. Will we be able to kill it in time? Barely so. Once more faced with the can we kill those enemies in time? It looks like we have a good position for Changyu to help at least. We're alive, but geez, if we don't make it really spicy. Here comes a fire breath. Don't quite know where to set up Thorns. I guess I'll do here. We've actually started hitting the boss, which is a nice boon for us. But where's the boss going to go is the question. Hopefully not out the bottom path. Hopefully it goes here and then up, because if it just goes right, then I misread the boss about as badly as possible. It looks like that may be the case. Unfortunate. We lack basically all forms of anti-air except for Thorns. Narantuya would be able to hit it and probably kill it. Maybe we'll be fine. I'm not going to switch the squad up yet. I really wish you could click the enemy and see their path before doing a stage. They'd be able to plan out a lot better. I like what we had. I like the updated Changyu position a lot because he could help with the enemies that get through there. I think there's a lot of spaghetti in our current setup though that could be certainly rectified. Now we need Aya. Sad time to learn it, but last time I was like, maybe we don't need her. No, we need her. We certainly do. Maybe this is a boon. Can Aya not see the units across the map? It's very interesting how they've handled it. Actually, I feel like Mudrock was able to tank this boss when it was phase 1. Maybe not. I've changed my mind. I think stalling the boss is an incredibly good decision though, so I'm going to hopefully do that for as long as I can. Because the flying phase is tough. This phase is easy. I don't even think the flying phase is all that bad. I just think that our lack of anti-air costs us a lot in the long run. I was really hoping Mudrock would be able to hold the whole time, but it's looking like a no. Being able to hit these crystals is nice. I lied. Mudrock's back at full health somehow. Mudrock, my beloved, let's go! Huge. Alright, so we've successfully faced the boss, which is a nice treat. I'm gonna activate skill here. I don't know if there's a reason to leave these crystals. I probably should have read about them. Why is the boss on the ground still? Does it get on the ground if there's no crystals? Did I accidentally, like, cheese the boss? Was there a third phase and we killed it twice really quickly? I guess I'll focus on killing those crystals whenever possible. Maybe we didn't do efficiently enough in phase 1 to push it, and that's what happened. Because it feels like we're not getting any more spawns of enemies or anything. Which makes me believe we didn't phase it to the proper phase this time. Somehow. For some reason. I guess not to see though. Interesting. Why is it still on the ground? Do you not phase it if... Maybe it won't phase if there are still tree enemies and that's what we messed up? I mean, this is fine. I guess we can stall like this indefinitely, but why are we stalling like this? Is the question. I'd like to know. Because we accidentally faced the boss last time. Maybe it is because we killed all the crystals in time. But we didn't this time, and we did the first time? I don't know. Make it make sense. I wish there was a good spot to put thorns here that wouldn't be in the fire. I could technically put thorns here. Oh, thorns can see still. Okay. I'm hoping that with this, thorns might be able to not... Okay, I was gonna say maybe thorns can help with the rocks. Said thorns is living in them. My golden glow is able to get rid of the back ones fully. Alright, the boss is certainly... We have liftoff. Like, if nothing else, we've achieved liftoff, for better or worse. Right, the boss traveled, I forgot. We have Narantuya, like, in position for boss killing. I wonder if I should retreat these two. Well, that answers that question for one of them, at least. Let's just hold our happy spot here. There's no need to rush. Oh god, someone died that wasn't supposed to die. It was Narantuya. Oh no! Dang it! The heck are the odds of that? I guess I should have been paying closer attention. The boss seems to be taking a different path this time, or perhaps one... It's earlier in the path than I hadn't realized. That seems more likely. Which means we might be able to KO it still. But that does not bode well for EX. Perhaps I should read what the boss does. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I'm in the mood or not. Where'd the boss go? Oh, right, I forgot. The double toasty? No way. There's a great deal of burn damage. Thorns almost has skill. Thorns is gonna get it right when it doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, it still matters. We've actually done a great number of damage to the boss. Yeah, the boss is like really weak after certain things, but I don't know what. Alright, whatever. Definitely want to peek it and see what's causing that damage resistance. And what caused it to not phase, because we still have to do the CM, and I think knowledge is power here. 2 more shield and walls appear, which doesn't change much, but it does make it so that the enemies have more stats, I believe. So what do we have? Burning heart tires, causing units to take arts damage and burn damage. Desire attack speed increases when outside of your unit's range. Good to know that we want to keep it in our range. Return. Takes greatly reduced physical and arts damage when inside burning heart. Ah, okay. So if it ends up in its own fire. Gift of fire after performing several attacks. Suns and blinds operate with the highest attack on the field. Summons fires if days pass the 9 surrounding tiles. Enters rest form when it reaches 0. If there are no fires a day past the battlefield, it enters last dance. Okay, so it is we need to clear all of them. We must have just barely not cleared it last time. Interesting. I feel like we're still kind of in the spaghetti zone. That is really, really unfortunate. Actually, it's not that bad. No, it's pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna say it's not as bad as it seems, but it might be. Oh, interesting, and that's spreading juice as well. I'm getting lost in the sauce. As one does. Oh, that's gonna come all the way over here? No way we need to stop that, like, now. We saw that Mudrock can pretty efficiently stall the boss. I think we're gonna need to rely pretty heavily on that, unfortunately. At least with how things appear currently. Let's hope she can stall the boss. I'm hoping this goes down and not right. I got a funny feeling it's going right. That's good that she's stunned. That's actually ideal. No. She died instantly. Hate that. I shouldn't have put it down. I saw the fiery enemy there. I didn't realize there's any of the small ones under it. So the issue, if we can call it that, is that everything is awful. And the boss is like coming into our base already without having faced it. Which is a little bit inconvenient for sure. We're not going to be able to stun it. I thought we might be able to CC it for a sec. That's a frame off. We can straight chill for a little bit. Not for too long, but for a little bit. Maybe Mudrock can hold in this state. This should be a nice Narantuya drop for sure, but I don't know if she'll survive. Assuming we can kill all of the Thingummy once. Which I'm hoping Golden Glow prioritizes. She does. We've killed all the Thingummy once. Gonna drop Narantuya down. Hopefully get ready to skill on her. I'm hoping we can just shred the boss here. I guess I skilled a little bit early. A lot of it early. It's probably a little more on the nose. The damage is nice. Here comes the fire. Here it comes! Not loving my odds at this current juncture. I think Narantuya might be on her way out. We're gonna get a bunch of damage towards the edge of here. It's not quite enough though, but it was close. Alright, the boss is quite low and we're not in terrible shape. We could certainly be in better shape. We could also be in worse shape, which is nice. Ah, there's still a tree thing up. I was like, this should be great damage for Golden Glow. I'm thinking we're basically good to go outside of this fire doing a lot more than I'm planning for. We'll give everyone defense up. I don't know if it'll make a difference on the fire. I'm guessing it won't. But I think we're good with this. Surprised this went so much better. I was thinking we were going to be on the CM for a while. Oh yeah, goodbye to your health bar. Yeah, it's not too bad of a boss. Wow, I'm surprised. I feel like we kind of glazed through that. Burnt to Ashes Metal, EX8 done, CM. Nice, let's peek and see what we need for the rest of the medals. So 85 stages is almost certainly a requirement, which means we'll get that passively. What about specific things on stages? Spend 4,000, finish all the medals. And trim is... do not allow it to revive and re-enter spin state, which we did successfully do on our last attempt. So we have the trim. Looks like everything else is fine. I don't see any more trims. I feel like I did one event with multiple trims, so now it's just in my head forever. So it's just the auto to the stage a little bit, which is nice and easy. Spend some space bucks in the shop. And then we have this medal completely good to go, which is not bad. I'm obviously not going to sit here and auto 13 stages right now. Oh, we get the Bridget tokens though. Hit me with those real quick. I want to build Bridget. I love loop shooters, and Bridget's pretty cute too, so it's like a win-win. I think all of the loop shooters have good design so far. I want more though. I can't get enough of them. Is that the Warfare and Summer outfit? That's cool they put that in the shop. I like that they rerun the old stuff like that a lot. Alrighty. Well, that was a fun event. Wasn't too hard, certainly on the simpler side of events, but an enjoyable one. So I am going to wrap up there. Appreciate y'all hanging out, catching the live, catching the VOD, or whatever. Have a great weekend too. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye for now.